Today we'll talk about how you can find or improve your edge or your trading style in trading. I see a lot of people who are either on two sides of a big spectrum here. Either they go on Google looking for strategies, want to copy something from someone else, they don't want to do any work. They just want to copy and start to trade right away and make money with it. And on the other side, some people are putting a lot of effort into trial and error, trying different things. They like spend a week trading something, then they have to go back to something else, they don't like it, then they have to try something new again. Then they have to go and learn for this other course, try to get something else that they can master. And they take all these courses, add up all this knowledge, try a lot of stuff in the market, but fail to get any consistency or results long term. And both of these ways kind of don't work. So in this video, I'll show you my perspective as a full-time trader, what I would do if I had to start all over again, how I would be able to find my own trading style from scratch, and hopefully you can learn something from it and use it to your own advantage. Right, so the first thing I would do if I were to start from scratch is get a backtesting platform. The one I'm using now is Forex Tester 6. They just came up with that new version recently. It doesn't matter which one you use totally, but this one is one that I love because it's more in detail. You can go really complex with this. And they update it quite often, so you get a lot of new features on this one that you can use to improve your trading. Now, what I'm going to suggest is instead of going through the painful trial and error, we can actually use a backtesting platform such as Forex Tester 6 over here to be able to find what we're good at and to be able to test different trading styles. At this point in my career, of course, I don't need to test different styles. I know what I'm good at already. But what I do with this is I go back and I look at different pairs that I'm not really trading right now, different sometimes exotic pairs or instruments or the markets. And I can test what my edge is on these pairs. Can I trade them live or not? Is it worth it to go into these pairs? Or will I just lose money if I go live with it? I can test this out. Like I can start to see some subtleties in the price movements of different pairs. And of course, I use this to become much better. Now, if you're not a trader already full-time or profitable like me, and what you want to do is you want to go and test different styles, I would just go and try to look for strategies online. YouTube is a good resource for that, and not everything's going to work, but at least you can get some good ideas of things you could trade. Forex Tester is also pretty cool for this because they have here at the top a education section. So if you go to that education tab, you can see different courses, or you can learn about different things and different strategies. You can see they've got a basic course here, which is going to teach you some things. And it might not be a full-on strategy, but you can at least learn some things here that can be useful for trading. Also, there's like free resources like Baby Pips, which are good websites that you can use to actually learn something and start to trade. But I'm sure you follow some YouTubers, people you trust and people that you look up to that have strategies you can trade. And you can start to test them right there in Forex Tester. Now, the cool thing on this, you can test different styles. Of course, if you're a better reversal trader, a better day trader, better trend trader, or whatever else, or better swing trader even. The only downside is you won't see clearly how the time frame evolves. So you cannot make a big difference between the daily chart and the 5-minute chart. Trading daily here sounds exciting on Forex Tester. And that's kind of different when you go live and you gotta actually trade daily charts and wait the whole day for the candle to close. So you cannot really test that, but you can for sure test how is it if you trade reversals compared to trends. Are you better at holding the trades long term? Are you better at kind of taking small profits and just running with it? These things are testable in this. Again, I've done videos in this in the past where I kind of show you how to backtest with Forex Testers. So I won't go through it in detail in this video here because there's a lot of stuff to cover. And I want to make a full-on, like 40-minute video on this topic. Check out the links in the corner over here. You get some more details about how you can backtest on Forex Tester. And that can be a really good start. For now, let me show you a few things that could help you to develop your edge and find your own trading style in this platform. The first one is the deep trading simulation. So you can actually see how the candlesticks evolve. Now I'm going to go and drop down on the lower time frame to give you a good idea of this. And I'm testing the USD Thai baht for fun on this particular backtest. I want to see how this pair moves. I want to be able to see how this evolves. Now there's a big difference on how this moved a few years back compared to today. So we're going to get to see this on our backtest if we do it right. We'll get to see how things move back in 2017 compared to how it moves today. But I can actually play it back. So I can actually do, if I do resume here, I'll see price move. Now it's a bit too quick for us, but if I do it much slower, I see how the candlesticks move. See how this candlestick move up and down before then closing as a, there you go, bullish candlestick. You wouldn't get this from if you back this on TradingView or any other platform. This is recently you get on a full-on backtesting software where you can see how the candlestick moves. Because sometimes, we never know, we could enter a short, we could put a stop loss above the high. We don't know if the stop loss is hit or not. We don't know if the price went up first or down first before we kind of hit our entry. And we need this deep backtesting to figure this out. Now, what I was telling you before, notice how this moves over here in 2017. And we'll take a step forward and move to how it's moving today to compare. Gonna go here and jump to, okay, it looks like we made it. So look at how price moves at this point. We have much bigger trends and we're not so much inside of this market compared to back in 2017. We still have a bit of kind of choppiness and missing data here just because the price doesn't move on that pair too much. It's an exotic pair, but you can see how things move much better at this point. We could actually pretty much trade this. Maybe not on a 5-minute chart, but maybe more on a 15-minute chart. Even a 1-hour chart could be a good place to trade. That kind of starts to look pretty cool. That makes a lot more sense to me. Now, notice how we can get all that data here on the USD Thai baht. On this particular time frame, the 15-minute chart, we could go all the way back to 2017 on Forex Tester. On TradingView here, scroll back to the most I can where we start on this particular pair, USD Thai baht. And we only got data until December 1st of 2022, which is not that much. That's like a year and a half of data, which is very little in that case. You can get a lot more data on Forex Tester and see how in different conditions, maybe different crashes, different markets, different events, different pairs, or what are futures, stocks, indices perform. And that's kind of cool. That's a really good way to learn. And the data we get on Forex Tester is always a tick data. You can choose between a 1 minute or a tick data. Tick, of course, will be a lot more accurate and a lot more detailed. And we can go down to even a 1 minute chart and get some pretty accurate data here on this particular chart. Now, one of the best things you can do with this is actually improve your learning curve by quite a bit. A lot of people who don't want to learn everything just want to copy a strategy they find online, and that's kind of fine. If you want to do it, that's okay. You might not get good results that way. But I know people who want to take the time to learn and actually practice things, actually get some good data and build up their own experience to get to a place where they can be profitable one day and kind of build a career out of trading, not just kind of play for fun, make quick money, but actually build a whole career they can stay in for 15, 20 years and beyond. And that's a good way to go back sometimes and just kind of improve and learn things. Like learn about, like I said before, different pairs, different indices, how they move. Is your strategy working on different other assets you could look into trading? Are you better at even trading something else? Maybe like me, you've been trading the same list of pairs for 5 years, but you don't really know what else is out there. What else you could be making money on? What else can improve your edge? Could reduce your drawdowns. And that's a good way to learn these things and just become a better kind of rounded trader with your skills. One of the big benefits for me of using a backtesting platform, and it does have to be Forex Tester. It's a really good one, really my favorite right now with the new updates they've made, but any platform could do. One of the best things is that you can really improve your confidence in trading. So whenever I have a tough drawdown or like a tough time in trading, I might go back and backtest more and see how did my strategy perform. Did I make any mistakes when I was trading live? Did I not see something that was in the moment when I was trading live in the market? Sometimes we can get stuck in these views or perspective in the market, and we actually kind of miss some things. I've had drawdowns like this many times in my career. I still have that sometimes from time to time today. And it's good to be able to take a step back and go through the charts and trade as if you were live, but on past data, and kind of redo your performance, see if you missed something else. And then usually you find that you kind of improve by doing the backtest, or you see your backtest is just normal. Then you had a really good run before that, and maybe a really good run after it. And so you stay consistent with it. I found that this kind of helps the confidence a lot. And to me, that's just really invaluable. I will for sure make other videos on this as time goes, as I get more backtests done. I've just upgraded to this new Forex Tester 6 over here, which is why I don't have a lot of data to show you. But the cool thing is that you can actually use this data you get from any backtesting platform and use it for better risk management. Better ways to reduce your drawdown, see how much you can risk. Especially when you trade for like a prop firm, you can use this data for figuring out, are you going to hit the maximum drawdown or are you pretty much safe the way you trade? Then you can reduce your risk per trade. You can see what's your biggest. Over here on the left side, you can see more data on how many trades a month you take, on what is your biggest drawdown, what is your profit factor. This will, of course, take more time to calculate. What are your returns in terms of percentages? What are your consecutive profit trades and consecutive losing trades? How many trades you tend to lose in a row? That is very important because then we can get discouraged if you lose like 1 or 2 trades. But what if your average is 5 losses in a row? Then you get 10 wins after that. Like these things are important to know because then we can actually get more confident and better at the risk management afterward. You can see some detailed stats on backtests I've done before. I'll leave a video in the corner over here where I've done a backtest on my strategy a few weeks back with Forex Tester 5, the previous version, but the same things apply here. You can see how I look at the data. what things I do to kind of figure out how I traded and what things I can do better. So check it out in the corner over here or link below as well. But yeah, there's lots you can do with this. If you want to do more videos on Forex Tester or any other backtesting platform, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to hear. Give a like to this video if you liked it today. I'll leave a link below if you want to check out Forex Tester. They've got a promotion going on for the new Forex Tester 6. If you want to check it out, definitely worth it. Hopefully you can use this to become better, build your edge, build your skills, find your ideal trading style, and it can make a big difference in your trading career. With that being said, I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.